Welcome to the Syracuse Arts Academy Veterans Day celebration video. My name is Ian and I'm a 6th grade student. I will be one of your hosts today. We are so happy to be able to honor the veterans in our community and in our families today. My name is Kaiden. I will also be hosting you this afternoon. Would you please stand for the flag ceremony, the national anthem, and the Pledge of Allegiance? Color guard, attention. Color guard, forward march. Scout salute. Those not in uniform, please place your right hand over your heart. Color guard, halt. Color guard, cross the colors. Color guard, proudly post the flag of the United States of America. Color guard, post the flag of the great state of Utah. Color guard, honor your colors. Please recite the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We will now sing the national anthem. 2. Color guard dismissed. The audience may now be seated. Would you please welcome our principal, Mrs. Nixon, to the stand?
Thank you. It is such an honor to be here, and Veterans Day is a special day for our school, isn't it? It's the highlight of our school. We love Veterans Day. And a lot of it might be because we're right close to Hill Air Force Base, and every day after school we hear those gorgeous, beautiful planes, don't we? Yeah. That go across the sky, and it makes you feel so proud to be an American. But you know what? Our veterans have sacrificed a lot, haven't they? A lot of them have given their lives. A lot of them have given their time. A lot of them, most of them, have been away from families for a great deal of time. And I thought about that, and I thought, wow, not only do the veterans give of their time, but families do too. Maybe some of you in the audience can see students right now with purple ribbons on their shirts. If you have a purple ribbon, raise your hand. That purple ribbon means something. It means that all of these students have parents who are military. Military. What does that mean? Are they heroes too? Yes. Absolutely. They give their time. They sacrifice a parent or two parents for the freedom of our country and what they do with us. I want to give you a couple of examples that made me think about the sacrifice that families give. Believe it or not, I'm the baby of my family. I am the youngest of 5 kids in our family. My 2 oldest siblings, my 2 sisters, were 5 and 6 when my dad was called to the Navy during World War II. For 5 years, they lived without a father. And my mother took care of them, and they sacrificed a lot. In fact, they always tell me my life is so different than what they had. When he came home from the Navy, boy, life was like living in the barracks. They had to stay at attention. He inspected their rooms, and it was quite a different world for them. I didn't really realize the sacrifice that they made until I became a principal at Hillfield Elementary. 92% of those students were military students. And I watched when the parents got called up to war or to battle, those kids sometimes were shipped off to other family members. I watched as sometimes the mothers ended up taking on the role of being the only parent in the home, or the father being the only parent in the home. It was indeed a sacrifice. And I started to get it. That these people, the military heroes that I always thought representing our country was the military families. What a great sacrifice. So students, when you see those kids with purple ribbons, you thank them because they sacrifice a lot, a lot. I just wanted to mention, when we talk about the flag, and I know that that's important, and the Pledge of Allegiance, which we just did, what does that mean? What does the Pledge of Allegiance mean? And I'm going to share with you because I took it exactly off the internet. If I can find it. Oh, shoot. This is what the Pledge of Allegiance means. When we do that every morning, and maybe you don't think about it, I want you to think about this with the Pledge of Allegiance. When we say, I pledge allegiance to the flag, it's a promise that will always, always be true to our country. That red, white, and blue flag represents us and 50 states in our country. We are a team together, and the flag is a symbol of our nation. And to the republic for which it stands, we get to vote. We get to vote to stand up for those who make the laws. This is called a republic. We vote for the leaders, and they should always listen to us. One nation under God, that means no matter who we are, or where we are, or where we're from, we are part of the same team, and we believe there is a higher power greater than ourselves looking out for us. Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We are stronger together, and no one can ever break us up. We believe everyone should be treated fairly and equally. We are one country forever. And we're so grateful that we can honor our veterans. But let's not just do it on Veterans Day. Let's do that every day. Thank you for coming and for listening to our great program. I especially want to thank Mr. Rene Drilling. How many of you guys know him already? He volunteers daily to be our crossing guard, and he's going to share with you some of his military experience as well, but I'll turn that over to our guest students.
The Star-Spangled Banner was adopted as our official national anthem in 1931. Prior to that date, the song My Country 'Tis of Thee was our de facto national anthem.
My Country 'Tis of Thee was written by Samuel Francis Smith in 1831. Prior to that date, the first public performance was on July 4th, 1831 in Boston, Massachusetts.
Our fifth grade students will now honor you with their dance choreographed to the song One Call Away. This song was released in 2015 and was co-written and performed by Charlie Puth. Mr. Puth heard the beginning of the song. He stated that he just had to sing it. When our American heroes are away from their families protecting our country, we will always know they are only one call away.
I'm only one call away. I'll be there to save the day. Superman got nothing on me. I'm only one call away. Call me baby if you need a friend. I just wanna give you love. Come on, come on, come on. Reaching out to you, so take a chance. No matter where you go, you know you're not alone. I'm only one call away. I'll be there to save the day. Superman got nothing on me. I'm only one call away. Come along with me and don't be scared. I just wanna set you free. Come on, come on, come on. You and me can make it anywhere. And for now, we can stay here for a while. Yeah, 'cause you know, I just wanna see you smile. No matter where you go, you know you're not alone. I'm only one call away. I'll be there to save the day. Superman got nothing on me. I'm only one call away. And when you're weak, I'll be strong. I'm gonna keep holding on. Now don't you worry, it won't be long, darling. And when you feel like hope is gone, just run into my arms. I'm only one call away. I'll be there to save the day. Superman got nothing on me. I'm only one. I'm only one call away. I'll be there to save the day. Superman got nothing on me. I'm only one call away. I'm only one call away.
Several of our sixth grade students wrote essays with today's theme, You're a Hero in This Place. You saw and heard several of them prior to the start of our concert today.
We are also sending out a video of some of our finest sixth grade essayists. We thank you for watching our video celebrating our heroes. Here to read her essay is Catherine Powell.
is a hero. Whoosh, they are flying in the sky. They are superheroes. The superheroes that you can actually see are superheroes out of your comic books in real life. They won't look the same, but they are still super. Sometimes they are hard to spot out, but when you do, you can see the super things that they do. If you look over towards Mr. Miller's, he is cleaning the park without anyone telling him to. That is just one small act that makes a big difference. 1, 2, 3, hut. 1, 2, 3, hut. Whoosh. Almost just like comic superheroes, the military and Air Force go whoosh. On the other hand, the military and Air Force go whoosh in an airplane. Still awesome though. But whooshing in airplanes isn't the only reason why they are a superhero. It's that they act like one too. One reason why they are superheroes is that they serve us, like how they protect us and they leave their families to keep us safe. You might think this isn't really heroic, but the thing you are missing is the word us. Sure, it's a simple word, but if the military and Air Force did what they did for them, they do it poorly. Because they do it for us, they are inspired to do their best to keep us safe. If the world had more superheroes, it would be better than ever. The great thing is that you can be a superhero too.
We are so grateful to honor our veterans and active duty servicemen and women today. We recognize that many of you served or currently serve here at Hill Air Force Base.
We also recognize the other branches of the military, the Army, Navy, Marines, and Coast Guard. As our school sings a medley representing each of the branches of the military, please feel free to sing along.
That microphone right up next to your face, Maddie. Maddie. Right next to your face.
Army!
Arts Academy was just designated a Purple Star school earlier this year. This means we are military friendly and have programs and resources in place for them. One of the criteria for being a Purple Star school is that all staff be trained to understand the unique needs of our military children. We know that when a parent serves in the military, in many ways their children serve as well. We have many students in our school who have parents who are actively serving in our country today.
Our gratitude for them and their families. Students of active duty military members, would you please stand?
Every year we have been visited by a veteran or current military member who has shared some of their experiences and ideas with our students. This year we are so excited to welcome one of our own to the stage.
Lieutenant Colonel Rene Drilling has served on our school board for 4 years. His contribution has helped make our school what it is today. He also serves our entire student body every single morning as he sees to our safety as we cross the parking lot leading into our school.
We are excited to learn that he is a veteran of the United States Air Force and served during the Korean War. His wife, Mimi, his daughter, and his son also served in our country.
Please welcome Lieutenant Colonel Drilling to the stage.
Okay, before I start what I'm going to talk about, I'm going to tell two family stories, and I think all of you younger kids will like this, and same with you mothers. When I was on active duty, I used to have pull alerts, so every third week I was gone for a week, and we were out by the end of the runway in a fenced-in area, and because we were there every third week for a whole week, they had a lot of amenities there. One of the places I had was a swimming pool. And our son was about 4 years old, and he couldn't understand. He would go and tell everybody, my dad has 2 houses and the other one has the pool. The other thing that was normal, and this is for the moms, every time I was gone for that week, that's when everything in the house broke, or the appliances, or you name it. And we couldn't get off. Okay, I'm ready now. First, okay, the first picture up there, it's up there for several reasons, but for those of you, especially in the back, you can actually see I didn't always have a mustache. And the other thing was, that proves I had something else to do besides being a crossing guard. So that picture was taken down in South Florida. That's when I was going through training. We had 3 squadrons, and each squadron trained classes of about 24 people on a rotating shift. There are several things that are very common with the Air Force, and I'm presuming the Navy, Army, and Marines, and the rest of them too, and that is we had school just like all of you do. Our school consisted of classrooms. We have usually 7 to 10 subjects depending on which airplane we were being trained in. We had simulators, and in some cases we had more time in a simulator than we actually did flying. And then we actually, once we got to fly, we'd be flying. Every one of those 3 activities came with tests. So we were graded just like all of you are. So all the training you're getting here, it's going to carry through your life, through the rest of your school. You're going to have the same type of things, different subjects, unless you decide to go in the military. But you're going to have those very same things. And it's always testing. One of the other things, and I put this here Before COVID, there used to be a Kinder Buddies program here. Is it still here? I don't know. My granddaughter, when she was here, she loved being one of the Kinder Buddies. In fact, she ran into one of her younger buddies that she was helping when she was there. Well, with 3 classes down there, the class ahead of us, and a lot of times we all lived in the same barracks, they were kind of like our Kinder Buddies. They would help us along when we were the brand new people. So, same thing, just like here, all these different things. You can't really see that the first picture, but when you graduate, just like when you graduate down the line, you're all going to be proud of what you did, because it's an accomplishment. So, you want to be ready for that. And there was one other side thing about that first assignment there. That's the base I met my wife. Next picture. Okay, this is a year later. Now I'm in South Korea. And as a note, when it says I'm a Korean veteran, the real part of the Korean War was in the early 50s. But since it was only a truce sign, technically the Korean War still is going on. It never has been officially ended. So that's why they call people like me who went over there in the 70s Korean War vets also. When you get to that one, now we finished school, and the other guy in the picture, he and I were in the same class down in Florida. We started flying together over in Korea, and when you get to an operational, at that point in time, you're just building on everything you learned in the school and practicing it. The real thing, we still have the same things. We have classes. It's not necessarily classes trying to train you in the airplane. There's just annual classes you're required to take. So we go to classes all year long. Again, same thing with simulators. We have flight simulators practicing things. Plus we're out flying. Flying's usually the best part, but you got to do the other two too. One of the things about especially simulators, and more so flying, and you see all these airplanes flying over here too, they may go over here and go out over the lake, and they're out there for 2 or 3 hours. But what you don't know about it is they spend probably 3 or 4 hours back in the squadron briefing every part of the mission that they're going to do. When they get back, they spend another 3 or 4 hours a lot of times debriefing and finding out what they did wrong, what they did right, so they don't do the wrong things the next time they go up. So that's one of those things. It's a long day at times. Some of the airplanes I flew, we'd be flying a 12-hour flight, so I wouldn't get home for about 18 hours. That picture, we were in this was like 3 months before I came home, and Korea was a remote tour, which meant you went over there were no families. It was just all the active duty people over there. That was about 2.5 months before I came home. And one of the other things all military branches have, and especially the Air Force, you have inspections. And they inspect the whole base. They check to see if the finance people are doing theirs. They check to see the hospital's doing theirs. With the flyers, the maintenance guys are all checked, and the maintenance guys are the backbone of this whole operation, because they're the ones, if they don't get the airplanes ready, we're not going to go anywhere. They're out there working their tails off. We get an inspection, and part of it was timing, but Mel and I ended up being one of the lead crews in a 2-week inspection, so we ended up flying twice the number of flights of anybody else in the whole wing. And we had a great time. We did it. It was well worth it, but it involves trust. When you start flying with somebody all the time, you've got to trust them. You got to work on teamwork. Teamwork is something you're going to learn all through school, whether you're starting as you get older, you start getting into into athletics, debate, the arts, whatever you're doing. You're going to be working with other people, so it becomes important, and it's just another building block for when you finally graduate from whatever last school you're going to go to and then go out and do a job. Okay, next picture. Okay, I'm back in the States. Now I'm down in Georgia, and I've been given an assignment to a big airplane. There were 6 of us on a crew there. This is the base that had the swimming pool that my son was envious of, that couldn't go into. When you're in an airplane like this, that's the ultimate in teamwork. You got to get 6 people, and now it's not just men. Women are in these planes now too. You got to get them all to work together, because if you don't work together, you could end up crashing for starters. But when you all work together and it's working good, just like when you accomplish something in school and you really did good, like when this whole thing is over today, you're going to feel good about it, right? Yeah, because you're doing a good job and you're entertaining all of us, which is really great. Let's see. I'll make sure I don't miss anything. Some of it's individual too. You know, individually you all do good too, but it all works into the whole scenario. Okay, next picture. This was my last assignment, last airplane. Again, because it was a new airplane, again, going through school, the same as the other 2 airplanes before it. This particular one, I probably have more simulator time than actually flying the airplane, just because the simulator was so good they had us doing it a lot. This airplane was important because in its day, it could fly down 400 feet on automatic pilot at night and in the clouds. And all you had to do was make sure you and your partner were monitoring everything. And it would fly up and down on flatlands, through mountains, up and down. But you had to build that trust. You had to have that teamwork. And that teamwork involved when there were more of these airplanes taking off, just like when you see all these guys taking off that Mrs. Nixon was talking about, you see them coming off and there's 1, 2, and then 3 or so. They're all going out there, but they're working together, just like you're working together to make this a successful thing, or any of the other things that you're going to be working in as you go through school. So it's not really that different in the Air Force than it is from the school. It's just that the end product is, I got to fly. But you're doing all these things, and eventually you're going to do what you want to do. The other day on television, I was watching a former congressman, and he asked veterans, would you do it again? Would you go back and sign up? And I basically said, I would do it in a minute. I'd go back. The only thing is I'm too old now. The other thing I would encourage you, now you've got all of you kids whose fathers or mothers are in the service, talk with them. There's a lot of us older people whose parents that were in World War II never spoke to them about some of the things that they saw and did. Some of them they didn't want to talk about, but you want to learn what your parents are doing if they're serving, or if you've got a cousin or an uncle or an aunt, anybody. But I guess that's how I'd conclude my briefing. I had a good time. I lost friends, but it was well worth it. And I appreciate all of you for doing this program every year. And that is it. I am done.
Thank you for serving us yet again, Lieutenant Colonel Drayling.
Before we sing our closing song, we would like to truly thank each of our veterans who are watching today for their service.
We missed you last year. We are even more grateful to be able to pay tribute to you today.
We are also sending out a video of some of our finest 6th grade essayists. We thank you for watching our video celebrating our heroes.
We would also like to invite you to watch our art video included in this posting. Mrs. Gardner has compiled some of our favorite student works. Our last song says it all. It is titled, You're a Hero in This Place.
also a person who puts others' lives before their own. What comes to my mind when I think about heroes is firefighters, police officers, or soldiers that saved lives and fought in 9/11, World War II, or the Vietnam War. About 415 first responders came to 9/11. Almost 83% of these first responders were killed when the towers collapsed. In World War II, many young adults volunteered for the military to serve their country and the world. My great-grandpa was in World War II. My great-uncle was almost drafted into the Vietnam War. 282,000 soldiers were killed in that war. First responders and soldiers are heroes in this place. All heroes changed the world. Heroes at 9/11, World War II, the Vietnam War, and many others have made the world a more peaceful place. Charging into battle or dangerous situations is a great service to the country and the world, and truly makes them heroes in this place. I'm grateful for all heroes because they make the world a safer place.
What is a hero? A hero could be a firefighter going into a fiery building. A hero could be a teacher teaching kids to read and write. It could be a builder building a house for someone to live in. To me, a hero is someone that helps each other. So a hero could be everyone. Heroes can help without a costume. They can help without superpowers. They don't have to look or sound like the superheroes you read in comic books. A hero can be you. I can be a hero by helping someone like a younger child pick up their bike or scooter when they fall. I can help someone with a math problem if they don't understand it. It can be tough to be a hero, but once you help someone, you are a hero to them for a long time. It doesn't have to be someone you know. It can be someone younger than you when they trip and fall and all their stuff goes everywhere. You can help them and they will think you are a hero. A hero for me is the Army. They go into battle so we can play outside. They go into battle so that we don't have to. They care for us enough that they are willing to die for us or get hurt. They care for us enough that they are willing to leave their families to fight for them and the U.S. When you think that you want to help people, you don't have to be in the Army to help. You can be yourself. You can help tons of people just when they need help. Remember when you help someone when they fall, you can help them up. When you fall, you can get help. Remember that one time you needed help. When someone else helps you, they have encouraged you to help someone else. You can be a hero without a costume or superpowers.
There are many great people out there, but there are some people that stand out to me. They are the ones who fight for our freedom and rights. The military are the very people who save our country for all of us. To me, they are heroes in this place. Those serving in the military do lots of things for us. They have saved many lives. After 9/11, they went into other countries to help defend and protect our country. There were lots of people who died serving our country after that day. They even have a memorial spot for all these military people and others who died. Though these amazing people don't just protect us, they even protect people in other countries. They get deployed in other countries to fight. I thank all who have fought for this country and protected others. Military families are also heroes. They have to go through lots. These special families move a lot. They travel all over the world so we can continue to have our freedoms. Even now and then, just remember to thank these magnificent people for what they have done for us. For these reasons and many more, the military and their families are heroes to us. They go through so much so we can be free and can choose our path of life. This is why these people are heroes in this place.
A hero is someone who protects our country. They also make our country a better place to be in. Heroes are brave, heroic, nice, and a lot of times go unnoticed. They make our world a better place by dealing with bad guys. They also make bad guys and regular people better mentally and sometimes physically. I think doctors, therapists, and people in the military are heroes. I think doctors are heroes because they heal, help, and fix the people in need. I think therapists are heroes because they help people who have mental and addiction problems. I think people in the military are heroes because they protect us and other countries from threats. In conclusion, heroes are brave, nice, go unnoticed, and they are great. They also make the world a better place and people better.
A hero to me is someone who helps people when they fall down, someone who is there when you need to be held when you are crying, someone who rushes to help you and risks their life to save you, someone who loves you and keeps you safe, someone who takes care of you and helps you learn, someone who helps you at night when you have a nightmare. someone who tells you what's wrong and right, someone who makes sure you have your seatbelt on and makes money so you have clothes, food, and somewhere to sleep. This is a hero to me. Thinking about heroes in my life, many came to mind, but two shone brighter than a star. They are my parents. They are the ones who make me laugh and smile. We have been through thick and thin. They are the ones who I go to ask for help. They are the ones who take care of me and keep me safe. They help me with problems I have. They make sure I am safe and have somewhere to live. They are the heroes that I look up to. They are my heroes, and I think there should be more heroes just like my parents. We can all be heroes by helping people when they fall down, take care of each other, and help each other learn. Heroes love others and think of them first. Heroes don't just rush in to help others and risk their life to save people. They are someone who is just average and normal and does brave actions. This is a hero to me.
A hero isn't a person who has superhuman abilities like Superman or someone who has great gadgets like Batman or Iron Man. I think a hero is someone who will jump into a building that is on fire. A hero is someone who will save or help those in need, such as nurses, doctors, firefighters, policemen, military people, and Air Force people. Anyone can be a hero if they are willing to help someone in need. One of my heroes is my grandma. She was in the Air Force and served our country. She is also my hero because she cares for me when my mom and dad are not around. She is also my hero because she cooks for my family and makes the best meals. My grandma is a hero to me and other people in many ways. A hero can be anyone around you, like my grandma. Heroes do stuff that help many people even if you don't see it. Anyone can be a hero.
A hero is someone who risks their lives to save others. They are people who help others in need. They are people who leave their families to serve other people. They can be in the medical field, the military, even just a person walking on the street. Anyone can be a hero on your own too. When I think about a hero, I think of people in the military. People in the military risk their lives and they leave their families for months or even years, knowing that they might not come back. They are brave and courageous. They don't give up or back out when they have to fight, and they are always ready to fight. They are always training so they can be ready for battles at any time. Heroes can be retired veterans or they can be active veterans. All veterans are heroes because they all risk their lives and leave their families for the country. I think heroes are people who put others before themselves. This is what veterans are always doing. Even military families are heroes. They move all around the world, leaving their friends and families so that whoever's in the military can serve. People whose kids don't see their parents for months or years at a time. People don't see their partners for a long time as well. Kids leave their schools, friends, and teachers so their parents can serve for the country. People leave their jobs just so the person who is in the military can fight for the country. Veterans make our world a better place because they save many people's lives. They fight for the country so that people can have equal rights and freedom. They are not afraid and they won't stop fighting. We should honor our veterans for all these things and more. All of our veterans, retired or active, are heroes in this place.
A hero is a person of distinguished courage or ability, admired for their brave deeds and noble qualities. They come in all shapes and sizes. Heroes come in many forms, ranges from one's family and friends to athletes and movie stars, from police officers to firefighters. I think a true hero is someone who helps someone that is in need. Heroes do not have to wear capes to do something nice. Heroes do not think about what is going to happen. They just go for it. Even if it would be dangerous and end their lives, they just want the people to be as safe as they can. One of my heroes is my cousin Tristan. He's in the Marines and is 17 years old. He helps defend our country. Not all heroes defend countries like my dad and mom. They are always there for me when I need it the most. They are the best things in my life. They help me try to figure out things even if they don't have the answers. They will just sit with me until we figure it out. All of these people are amazing to me. Heroes defend our country or just do something nice for others. I want to be a hero just like the ones that are in my life. Even if you don't wear a cape, you can become a hero. Remember that you can do anything if you put your mind to it.
Heroes are brave, kind, and amazing. They sacrifice themselves to protect you. There are so many other characteristics of a hero and different heroes in this world, but I want to tell you about one of my favorite heroes that helps me in my everyday world. My hero does all of that stuff and more. She is awesome. Her name is Kayla Miller. She sits right next to me in every class, and we always have the best things to talk about. When I get in trouble, she always has my back. When I was going through some hard times, she was there. She is a great hero. When I need help on an assignment, she is there to help me with the problem. She is an amazing hero and leader, not just to me, but to others as well. She will stick up for me if someone is being rude or if I get hurt. She is always the first one to come over and help me out. Once when I got really hurt on my knee, she helped me carry me all the way to the office. She always has my back. When other people get lost or need help, she is always there to help them, just like she helps me. She's not just a hero to me, but she's a hero to everyone else. She smiles at everyone she meets. She is a great helper to the teacher and other students. She is very smart. She's the best hero I know. I hope you now see it that not just adults are heroes. There are kids who are everyday heroes all around us, just like Kayla Miller. If you see her, then you should be very happy because you just met the best hero I know.
A hero is someone who stands up for what they believe in. Heroes give up a lot to make sure that people are safe. There have been many heroes in our nation's history, and our country has helped many other countries. America would have not been successful without these heroes. Some attributes of a hero are sacrifice, wisdom, and courage. Whenever I think of a hero, I think of the military. They do so much to save lives and defend our country. Heroes have the same attributes of people in the military, which includes some of my relatives, some here today and some have passed on. One attribute of a hero is sacrifice. Sacrifice is giving up something good for something better. One person that I know that sacrificed a lot was my great-grandfather, Ramon Alvarez. He served in World War II in the Philippine Army Infantry, allied with the USA. He gave up the comfort of a home and childhood to serve his country. In his time serving the Army, he gained 2 Purple Hearts. He was a very good example of sacrifice in my life. Another attribute of a hero is wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to do something good through experience and intelligence. One relative that I know who had wisdom was my great-grandfather, Tech Sergeant Elliot Fairbanks. He also served in World War II with the Air Force Military Intelligence. He is a good example of intelligence because he offered wisdom to military generals to make wise decisions. The final attribute that you can find in a hero is courage. Courage is being brave through fear. My uncle, Staff Sergeant J.P. Tacogdoy, is an example of courage. J.P. is currently serving in the security forces in the Fort Patrick Air Force Base. He has also served in Japan and the United Arab Emirates. He is a good example of courage because he has to protect the military base from the possibility of being attacked, and it takes courage to do that. Sacrifice, wisdom, and courage are the attributes that you find in a hero. Our country would not exist without the heroes in the military. Many of my relatives have served in the military and are heroes. We do not have to do something to save the world to be a hero. We just need to have these attributes. We can learn how to be a hero in the world around us. I can learn from my relatives, past and present, how to be a hero. Maybe one day I can be an example of heroism to those who come after me. To all those heroes who have made a difference in the world, thank you.